Man, good Monday morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
It's great to be a Monday, man. Monday is for winners. Hey, man, how do you like that tune?
I love
Love
the
it.
tune. And I was gonna say, you know what I love is
Uh-huh.
I can hear the when the bass comes in,
Yeah.
the big drum, so to speak, or the big whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like I know what I'm saying. That I love that part.
Well, man, I know Israel, our official producer for this podcast and this Monday Morning Quarterbacks, man, has been working very hard. And I'm very proud of the guy. He spent a lot of time this weekend working through some of these tunes and notes, and it's a great moment, great pop-up.
Yeah, we were literally, I don't know, what time was it last night? 10 or 11 or
It
later.
was
Anyway,
it was
it
it
was
was late,
late.
which is why I'm
And we
having a
were,
coffee. Hope
yeah,
everybody's having their coffee.
yeah, fine tuning the song and uploading and all the stuff that it takes. But man, this is great. The reason we do this Monday Morning Quarterbacks, titled such because I used to have a really favorite radio show, and every Monday, that's what he called it. Whether the Cowboys won or lost, it was the exact same sentiment.
Right.
And so we wanted to start a spinoff or a shorter version of the podcast where we would, start Monday morning out like this. It's shorter,
Hmm.
obviously, because it's a busy day, it's a busy week, but that's what we do today.
Absolutely, man. I love it. It's a great way to start our week and a great way to start on Monday. I can't wait to talk to our guest today and show our viewers what we got.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get right into it. Today we have someone who I think is exceptionally talented. As she comes in the screen, we have known her, meaning myself and our family. We've known her for probably over 20 years. We know her mom. We all worked in the restaurant business many years ago, and that's how we met. And then throughout the years, we've kind of stayed in touch. Social media allows that. But now what we're going to talk about is her photography business, because she's not only done photographs for our family, but we'll get into that. So everybody, we'd like to welcome on this Monday Morning Quarterbacks, Frances Aguilar. How are you?
Hi, good guys. How are
Hi,
y'all doing?
Francis.
Hi.
Good morning. Great to have you on our show today.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time, Francis. I know we've been talking about this for a while. I kind of had to nudge you, but I know how great this is going to be for you, because I know how great you are with this. So thanks again for coming on the show today.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I was talking to your brother earlier, and he's right. Photographers aren't meant to be in front of the camera. I would
No.
rather be behind the camera. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but you guys are making it easy. So
Yeah, absolutely. And photography. So what Francis and I were talking about earlier is photography just does not, what you guys do does not go unnoticed. And I hope you really know that. I've seen it up front with a lot of my business partners here in the area with the type of work that I do. I absolutely need you guys to make it happen out there. There is a big difference from just us taking some pictures and stuff versus what you guys do. It's an artwork. But Francis, this morning I wanted to quickly ask you, tell our viewers, how did you get started? Tell us your story about how you got into the business.
Well, it came out of necessity. I was telling Javier, you guys have the Problems and Opportunity podcast, and
Right.
I had a problem and I had an opportunity to make it work. So it came out of necessity at the time. It was 2012. I had a senior in high school, and all my other kids are right behind her. So it was 4 teenagers. So along that comes all different types of expenses. Senior year itself comes with a bunch of expenses: cap and gown, rings, the headshots, banquet stuff, the parties. So, we're trying to see where we can save some money out. And so I told her, you know what? Let's go get you some outfits. I feel like I know the shots that I would want to have as a mom in order to capture you during this time of your life. And let's go see what we get, So took some props, got my point and shoot, went out there, started taking pictures, and really fell in love with it.
Wow.
Just really fell in love with making her feel special.
Right.
The joy on her face, making sure that I got all of the memories that I wanted. And it turned out good. So I thought, hey, I can do this. I know there's families out there that don't have a lot of money. They shouldn't their children shouldn't miss out on senior year photographs because they don't have that much money. So I can do this. So, I was like, well, I need a better camera than a point and shoot. I was like,
right.
Make a good impression if I go out there with just a point and shoot. So I talked to my husband. He's like, okay, I'll invest if this is something you want to do. I said, yes. So, he went out and he got me my first DSLR camera. It was just entry level, came with 2 lenses. Thought, okay, let's go. I can, who wants pictures?
Yeah. Yeah.
And quickly realized that it's not that simple. It's not, it's something you have to invest in education. Unless I put it on auto and then you're still not getting the photos you want, it's not something that you can just go out there and start doing. I mean, they're professional photographers for a reason.
Right.
So I went out, I invested in courses, took a shooting and editing course, took posing courses, took business courses. So now that's how I got started. So
that's amazing. And I'm glad you said that it takes time, it takes investment because practice. Right. Even this podcast, I'll tell you, we have a closed, we talked about it last week. We have a closed practice group online where we will, come on live and do different things. And that's the one that, if anybody really wants to have a laugh, that's the one that needs to be published one day.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to go in there and see that.
But that's exactly, because for us it's mostly about timing, and it's mostly about, like, we had a little static a minute ago. It's that kind of thing that when the problems come up, then we're okay. We know what kind of where to go or whatever. So I'm glad you said that, because it's important for people to understand that it's not.
I feel that's where I learned most of my stuff was from my mistakes.
Yeah.
You have to go out and shoot and have those opportunities where, oh, the lighting wasn't right, or I put them in, harsh lighting and didn't know, and that's where the experience comes in, because you're learning from it. You're learning from your mistakes.
We're going to start playing a slideshow. You were kind enough to let us use and some of your pictures so that folks can see what you do, the quality. A little funny story. My brother will get a laugh at this because he knows this, and if Hidali's watching. So when she invited us to do the family session, she first wanted to go to a landscaping that had a lot of cactus somewhere in the stockyards. Yeah. and she immediately shot it down because of the El Paso. We all know that she's not fond of El Paso for whatever reason. And it turned out so. Fast forward to just recently, she did a second session with Itayana, our oldest daughter, and she went to that setting to where we were supposed to go and loved it. didn't understand it.
She goes, "This isn't like El Paso at all."
But
that is funny.
As I set up the slideshow, kind of talk about when you talk to families or individuals about what, there's all kinds of events from just like us, family, session to weddings. Kind of talk about what your approach is, how you kind of guide a family. I'm going to set this up as you share that with us.
Okay. Well, I'm not a wedding photographer. That takes extra people to do. But I am a natural light, people-centered portrait photographer. And I have 2 goals when I go out on session. And that's one, to catch people in the best lighting and as their best selves, and to create an amazing client experience. So that way, when they look back at the images that I've captured for them, they remember the joy that came with it. And that one's my daughter-in-law. She's beautiful.
Of course.
But when you call, what we'll do is we'll schedule a free consultation. And I'm looking at my pictures and they're so cute. I just love all of them.
It's hard.
Sessions.
It's hard not to.
You know, you look at a photo and you think, oh, back at the time, and then the moments in their lives, you know, these are stories, you know, and so it's beautiful. But anyway, so I'll meet with clients. We'll have a consultation either over the phone or we'll meet for coffee and decide if I'm a good fit for them. My type of photography is light and airy. So I like to capture joyful, fresh, natural, timeless photos. You're not going to find anything that feels dated, you know, like glamour shots did back in the day, the 90s. So I like to capture those types of photography. If you decide that you do want to book with me, then it's a $100 deposit to save the date. And I will send you a style guide that will talk you through everything you need to know. It'll talk to you through your through what to wear, accessories, best times, locations. That way, when you show up for the session, you're set. All you got to do is bring your beautiful smile, and everything else is taken care of.
Right. And you know, Frances, as I'm watching some of your work here, what I really love about what you do, or you know how you do it, is every single picture is telling me a story. Like it's telling me, you know, something about, you know, the person and the moment. Right. And I think that's, you know, that's the essence of photography. You know, I don't know a whole lot about photography, but what I do know is, like, as I was telling you earlier, you know, as a realtor and my business partners here in the area that help me with homes and stuff like that, they don't just go out and take pictures to take pictures, right? They go out to help me sell the dream to future clients that want to buy homes, right? So in your case, I'm kind of seeing the same thing behind your work. I mean, it's really good, really good.
And my heartstrings are really pulled towards family right now, especially with this pandemic. You know, you see a lot of families that didn't make it. You know, there's a lot of divorces right now. So my heartstrings really go to families because, you know, there's so many mamas. I was one of those mamas, you know, that is stuck behind the camera, that is not in that family photo with her children, you know, and I like to be the one that, you know, will give her precious memories of, you know, her being in there, and maybe help the little ones, you know, have fun. And maybe that husband that was, you know, like didn't really want to go, but is going because his wife is making him, but have fun also. It's like I said, I try to make my sessions an experience, a great client experience. You know, and that's
you mentioned
part of serving people well.
Yes. You mentioned memories, you know, as you know, and a lot of people know, I'm in the funeral business. And one of the things that we see a lot, don't bring this into a whole different area, but one thing we see a lot in that moment when you're, you know, unfortunately having to remember someone that you lost, a lot of people will tell us, you know, I wish that I had not, you know, because a lot of people don't like to be in pictures. They don't like to see themselves in pictures, blah, blah, blah. And they love to see their family. They love to see their children, but they stay out of it. And we hear a lot, I wish I hadn't, left, stayed out of it or whatever, because now we have all these pictures and the one person they're remembering that day is not there. And that was, that's one of my thoughts, because we did ours last fall. I think it was October. And I was still I'm working on my way, but I was still probably at the heaviest I've been. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine, because we don't know when, you know, it'll be a last opportunity. And so I wanted to also say that when we went to a kind of a very natural area. It had, you know, it had water, it had stones, it had a lot. It's just very scenic. And I got to tell you, I didn't know, you know, I was there. I was told what to wear, but I wasn't sure. I'm not naturally, I don't know, photogenic or whatever, but what she does is she starts kind of guiding you to tell that was one of the first ones right there of us. She kind of starts guiding you to tell whatever story you want to say. And man, 5-10 minutes into it, it was more like a party.
Yeah, I believe you. I can tell. I can tell because
well, your wife helped because she's funny.
Well, she is.
Makes me laugh more than I'm making you guys laugh.
She is. And you
Mhm.
saw the girls that we had one of the places we were at had water,
Yeah.
little creek, and that water was cold. 'Cause this was October, November, I can't remember, but it was that water was cold. But you know, I assume, Francis, that when you see a group of people, you kind of also start getting the energy from them, right? And
Mhm.
you kind of guide them into what's about to happen, right?
Hmm. And that's where my by the time I finish a session, I am exhausted. Like I need like to go home and just chill out in front of the TV and just get my mind off it because there's so
Hmm.
much energy that comes out of me.
Oh
I
Right.
yeah.
put so much into all of my sessions.
And that's how
Yeah.
you know. That's how you know that you know how. That's how you know that you love what you do because it's you know, I'm looking at all these pictures, and you can tell by everybody's expressions that you worked really hard to get them to that moment.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, there's a big difference between just standing there taking a really quick picture versus trying to capture these moments in their feelings. I guess is the best way I could put it. Hmm.
Yeah.
We,
And oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say we have a comment from Alejandra who is in one of these pictures. She was still, baby Sabbatha was still in her tummy, and she was saying, her comment is she took my baby girl's first pictures and did in her pregnancy, did an absolutely wonderful job.
Aw, thank you. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. I mean, they're so beautiful. I love it when if you really follow my style guide, you will get the best pictures.
Hmm.
You know? And the camera loves neutral colors, like light pinks, blues, pastels. You know, so you will see a lot of your face, your way you
Hmm.
will come out of it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
really like it a lot. I was going to say something, I forgot. Sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead. I can't remember.
Well, and the other thing is there's so many, all these pictures have so many different types of settings. Like Alejandra who commented, I'm not sure where that was, but it looks like a really, really nice, I'm going to call it like a villa or something like that. But I always feel like in photography, the lighting, like you said, the camera loves natural colors. But I always feel like when the lighting is just right, you're able to capture just that one moment in time. Because when you look at pictures, that's what they're for. It immediately takes your memory back to that exact moment.
Yes.
Whenever
I
it
remember
happened.
what I was going to say.
That's yep.
Go ahead.
The reason that I feel like my clients do feel comfortable in front of the camera when we start is because I invested in my education. So I know how to pose you. I know what's the most flattering. I know what to look for, in pictures. So, if everyone has a natural roll when they move their neck, and there's certain ways to just position your hair, and it's just tiny little things, so that's what I bring to the table. I bring my knowledge of posing. So when you go out there, don't be afraid like, oh, I'm not photogenic. You are photogenic. And I will be able to get the best out of you, to where you enjoy your photos.
At one point, we were dancing, Dalia and I. She had us dancing, literally twirling, and then she would capture, that 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
you
definitely
don't have
believe
to
it.
worry about anything. I'll have the posing will be all left up to me, and I'll catch you at your best self. Also, when it comes to locations, say. I have so many people that don't want a beautiful natural, outside in front of trees and the water.
Right.
We can do, especially seniors. We can go into the city. I have an arsenal of different locations around DFW that we can go to, and then if you have a location that you just have your heart set on, we can make that happen, so.
Well, Francis, I definitely have a location that I'm thinking about, and I just need to know your per diem. You can tell me after your show.
Yeah, he's a little farther away.
Yeah, because I'm almost 600 miles away. So
yeah.
Francis,
hey, I do destination too. You can we can talk.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Francis, in the spirit of time, and we do this shorter version on Monday mornings, mostly to get a good start on our day, on our week, especially. You mentioned to us you were gonna maybe give away or have a giveaway for folks. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So if you go over to, it's easy to find, everything is Francis Aguilar Photography. Go over to my Facebook page and click that like button. Go over to my Instagram and hit follow, and then DM me a heart letting me know that you did both. You'll be entered into a drawing to win a free session with me, and I'll do the drawing on Friday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is very awesome.
So everyone watching, you have exactly a week to get that done, get that to her, and then Francis, I guess you'll let us know if you want to come back here and announce the win, whatever you want to do.
Okay, sounds great.
Francis, we want to thank you so much for being with us this Monday morning. I also want to thank our audience. We do it kind of early, but I think it's a great, like my brother said, I think it's a great way to get our Monday and our week started. And we always love doing these, to help you guys out with your business and our community. And so thank you so much
for letting me do this. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
You see, I told you.
It never is. It never is. It's always fun.
It's
always fun, and this stays on the the Facebook group and YouTube channel. But if you share it on your socials, it stays there also, so people will always be able to see it. So thank you very much, Francis. I knew this would be great.
Thank you, Mahara Brothers. Tell Italy and your beautiful daughters I said hi.
I will. I know they're watching, and so thank you again. Thank you for your time and everyone here. And so with that, for my brother, we are Problems.
And for my brother, an Opportunities. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.